All right, welcome everyone. Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Season 3, Episode 6. Well, we had a wonderful side episode, but, there was a prison break that happened a couple episodes ago, so, maybe we get back in touch with Nolan and where they're going, where they're heading. Possibly.
Possibly.
Would love that.
We could also continue with where things are going on Earth. We've had a lot of developments with the Guardians. Rexplode and...
I can't remember.
Monster Girl?
No, microscopic lady. It's the shrinker. Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have her name on the list.
Yeah, weird.
We missed her. She was too tiny.
Yeah, she's too tiny. Or starting something, maybe?
Yeah, it's really cute.
Yeah. And then also the multi-pol is out.
And the
that
whole
could tie in for things with duplicate.
The Durgan is back. The Durgan did not die. Durgan's died twice apparently, and at minimum. And everyone else in the organization or the order might have known that and might have just been like, you.
Or they're like,
dumb.
we've not ever tapped into the full limits of what he could do. So
thanks for limit testing for us, guinea pig.
Yeah. All right, let's hope this works out well for you.
Yeah.
But all right, y'all. Without further ado, let's get into this. Meanwhile,
You really didn't need to come all the way out here for this.
Are you kidding? 10's a big year. Becky would have come as well, but it's too soon for Jack to travel.
Gretch can't wait to meet her cousin.
Uncle Scott, hold up your hands again. I want to do the thing.
Here.
whoa.
So cool. Make a bigger one.
That's as big as I can make them.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Again, just a regular day in the life of people with powers.
I'm gonna grab a coffee before I come up. Want anything?
Nah, I'm good.
Is this our electric guy that was in prison and maybe he got out and now...
Maybe.
Holy shit!
Oh, I love it.
Oh,
yeah.
Back then.
Yeah, show the impact on the individuals, right?
Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, the scale of everything.
Uh-huh. Thank you, show. It's so easy to just be like, but the villain's sorry.
Jessica.
Yeah. All right.
District Attorney Barnett. Sorry to ambush you like this, but you weren't returning my calls or my emails. Scott Duvall. I've been calling your office about the Invincible case. I sent you the petition. My wife and I did 3,000 signatures. If you could just look.
I'm very busy. I just simply don't have the...
Wait, please. My sister, Jessica. She raised me after our parents died.
Oh.
She brought an amazing daughter. They both died in Chicago, and it feels like their deaths don't matter. Where's the investigation? Okay, thousands of people died in Chicago. Why is that murderer still flying around free?
Invincible was defending the planet from an alien threat.
Okay, the threat was his own father. If
Yeah.
he's so innocent, then open an investigation. Let a jury decide.
I'm very sorry for your loss, but there's nothing I can do. Our laws don't apply in situations like this.
Wow. But this is, yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Wow. Yeah. The footage is out there.
That's got to be so messed up to just
Yeah.
be like, yep, that's how it happened.
So these are a lot of the
experiments to try
experiments and stuff, yeah.
Complete discharge in 3, 2, 1.
Nice. So he works here now. Oh, wait. Is he infiltrating or is he actually work
maybe.
here?
I mean, he would have gotten a job, but yeah, he might have ulterior motives.
They accuse us of making mistakes or losing equipment, while heroes like him leave thousands dead in their wake.
Someone here isn't an Invincible fan.
Scott's not wrong. Anyone else smashes their way into the Pentagon, they're either dead or locked away for life. He got to walk out, no harm, no...
Yep.
Maybe you've all forgotten, but Invincible is the only real
Yeah,
weapon we
yep.
got right now if more Viltrumites show up.
It's so messy.
Oh.
None of you would eat a dog, so why is a cow any different? I can survive on an all-plant diet, so can you.
You're an elephant, though. What?
Hey, careful! You gotta look out for other people. He hates listening to me so much.
Who wants to listen to their older brother?
Oliver, keep the fight away from the restaurant. Got it. Thanks, Eve.
Yep.
Wait, are you just using me as a... Hey,
Yep.
I'm not your training dummy.
There you are. Next time, I want to fight someone tougher. I already fought real villains. Why do I have to fight lamos like the elephant?
Dad made me fight the elephant a bunch of times too.
That was before Dad did all of that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Will people here ever forgive him? I know he did a bad thing trying to take over the world, but he saved a lot of people before that, right? Doesn't that count?
Yeah, Dad probably saved more lives than he took. But those lives don't just cancel out the others.
Yeah.
He never gets to say he's sorry? He's a bad guy forever?
That's not what Mark's saying.
Kinda.
But people think that, don't they?
Can you blame them? They don't know about Thraxa. All they know is he tried to take over and killed a lot of people.
You can make them understand.
No.
Oliver, what is this really about?
Yeah.
I think because of my Thraxan side, I have like a really good memory. I can remember everything from when I was little.
Yeah. I was thinking they'd bring this up.
Dad humming songs and flying me around the palace.
It's also present.
Yeah.
It's not that it's a really good memory. It's just it
It
hasn't
wasn't
been
that
dumped
long
yet.
ago. Yeah.
Your mom was really smart and brave.
And how bad can he be if my mom loved him and had me with him, even after
Oh,
Dad
it can be
did all
plenty
that
bad.
stuff?
Yeah.
She must have known he was good inside.
That's the messed up part.
Yeah.
Is
Has
that
nothing to do with
Yeah.
what's inside.
But he was
Right.
two different people.
Yep.
he was a great
One was
dad
the
to Mark
dad you and I
too,
knew when we were kids.
until he wasn't.
The other was a Viltrumite
Mm-hmm.
who had a mission to do even if that meant hurting a lot of people.
So which one is the real Dad?
Both.
Both. Yeah. There is no real you or fake you. It's all you.
Yeah.
Have you no shame for what you've done? The lives you've taken?
Practicing.
You think you're above consequences, but you are wrong.
Is this Aaron Paul?
I, Powerlex, will make
Oh.
you pay.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
That was much better this time.
Is this a therapist? No.
And I'm ready.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
He'll put me on his level. Let me store enough power to hurt him. We've tried everything else.
Jessica meant everything to me too.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Keep going. The hammer. Again. Harder.
Charging up the energy, basically.
Harder!
Whoa, careful.
Yeah.
You sort of fire.
You know, if you really want to charge up more energy, just get really high and jump.
I mean, yeah, but you have to psychologically be able to capable
Yeah.
of doing that. And it might just overload it and kill you, you know?
Sure.
Oh my god. The voice acting. Like
I
the
miss them so much.
Me too.
the baby monitor.
I'll go get him. You get changed.
Oh, God.
Oh.
You've got a kid and you're doing this.
I could have knocked him out in like 1 second, but Mark and Eve say I need to learn the basics. I already learned the basics ages ago. Ow!
Sure. But you didn't see that coming, did you?
Eve? Mark was bragging about you the other day. He said you aced your last test at school.
Nice subject change. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh.
I
Wow.
haven't had much time
Affirm-
to enjoy it. Midterms are coming up. so
Positive
stress
reinforcement.
levels-
Affirmation from an adult in my life. What?
Yeah.
Since Mark dropped out, I need college updates from someone.
He's like, wait.
Dinner's delicious, Paul. Thanks for cooking.
Oh.
It was nothing. Family spaghetti recipe. Easy to whip up. Your mom tells me you and Eve started a business. How does that work?
We're on retainer at Peyton Penitentiary, so if they have a breakout or an attack or something, they call us for help. I think the last job we did there convinced...
He's going to give you guys an idea on
everyone
how to
back
upgrade
off.
it.
Ah, so your reputation does the work for you.
Yeah.
When I started in real estate, there was a bit of a turf war going on in this high-end neighborhood. Door to door, and introduced myself to the entire place. I was the only agent anyone would work with.
Sure.
It's all about reputation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no. Oliver.
No. But that's the point.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. I hated myself as soon as I said it. Like real estate and superheroing are even in the same universe.
No, but there's something to be gained here.
Uh-huh.
Just because we aren't saving the world doesn't mean our jobs aren't important.
But they're not the same thing.
Yeah, they're not.
Our lives are still meaningful. And Mark knows that. It's good for all three of them to realize that there's a world out there that's not just aliens and supervillains.
I'm just waiting for Nolan to just
Debbie, are you sure
start talking.
I'm cut out for this?
Are you saying...
No, I don't think we're there
No,
yet.
God, no. I want to be with you. I'm not sure how I fit in. Mark and Oliver are great kids. How can I relate to them?
It's not about measuring up. It's about showing up.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as you're here, that's what matters.
You're incredible. You know that?
Come here.
Ooh.
Let me help you with that.
Hey, let's go. What I said about flying in the house.
That had big Incredibles vibes. that
Yeah,
whole
it really
scene.
did. No force fields.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, this is okay.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. It's the psychological element.
Both ways turn out incredibly dramatic for the story, right?
Yeah.
Either he powers up like crazy, or he dies and it's just... Oh,
Damn.
sure, or that, because you didn't die, and so then... Did you hurt anybody in that fall?
Yes!
Hey!
Wow, you weren't kidding. He really is that good.
You're all giving me the perfect birthday
Right.
gift.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
Which is the look on your faces as I beat you over and over again.
That is the best part about bowling, is turning around and they look at you and go like, oh my God.
Yep. Especially if you got 3 strikes in a row.
Relax. She's a good friend. We go to yoga twice a week, and you're both adults.
Yeah.
Well, Amber at least.
Mark!
Amber,
Hi.
how's it going?
Hey, man.
Mark, this is Kyle.
His t-shirt!
Hey, yeah!
Yeah!
Nice to meet you.
Same?
Wait, you read Seance Stone?
Yeah. Do you?
You
Since I was
dorks!
12.
It's an underrated book.
Yes, yes,
Why
yes.
are more people not
Incredible.
saying that?
I guess I have a type.
The dorks, yep.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Need a hand?
Sure.
Just casually, just...
Kyle.
So, Eve.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're both smiling, so things
Yeah.
must be okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy for you.
Cool.
Thanks. I'm happy for you too.
Take it easy on Kyle Bowling, okay? No superpowers.
Right,
I'm
right.
really not the threat here.
Yeah. I'm...
Some crazy supervillain's freaking out downtown.
I don't want to hurt anyone. All I want is
Come on, are we here to celebrate William's birthday?
Yeah,
or not?
nice.
I can take a night off. You know there's other heroes out there, right?
Right.
You're not listening!
This is a great choice of
This isn't about
person
me.
to voice act
Uh-huh.
this guy, yeah.
This is about the thousands of people murdered and the countless other lives destroyed. Why does never pay for his crimes?
Okay, buddy. We hear you.
Yeah.
So, what do you want?
I want the truth. I want justice. I want
I want things too.
Ha! Hello.
And sometimes I don't get them. So I understand why you're upset.
No.
What? Who are you?
Oh, well, you know who I am.
No, I don't.
I'm Shapesmith, beloved member of the Guardians of the Globe, everywhere.
I want Invincible.
Oh, that's why you said his name so many times earlier.
Yes, yes.
Ta-da! Is this better?
Get me the real Invincible.
How about we take you to prison, and maybe Invincible can visit you there?
This is your last warning.
And this is your second punch.
Well, sorry. Yeah, you're out of juice.
Yeah, we need backup.
I warned him. I said I didn't want to fight. He attacked me. You saw what happened.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa.
Nothing. We're okay.
I messed it all up.
Didn't follow you home. We can try again.
They know. The GDA knows one of us in the lab stole the discs, and they'll figure out it was me. Why didn't Invincible show up?
Facing you in front of all those cameras would have proved your point.
He'll never face justice for Jessica and Gretchen and all the others.
Did you forget what's happening in a few days?
What?
The memorial slipped my mind.
Oh, is there a memorial for what happened in Chicago?
Probably.
What kind of brother am I?
Oh no, just his
Dad,
sister's
no.
memorial.
I'm sorry. He didn't need to scare you.
How many speeches do you think they'll make in Invincible's honor tomorrow?
He'll be there.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it is.
Yeah,
it is
for
for Chicago.
For the whole thing, yeah.
Should I even be going today?
Why would you say that?
I don't know. This is for the victims of what happened.
You're not going as Invincible today. You're going as Mark Grayson. You were a victim too.
True.
Yeah.
That's a good thing to keep in mind.
I know you guys said not to worry, but we're supposed to be in Chicago in 30 minutes. If we're teleporting or something, I have to say...
I need to know.
That might be a bit much for me.
We're taking the car.
Oh, thank God.
Wait.
Oh my God.
Oliver, please do it for me.
Fine.
He'd be stress sweating so much.
Oh yeah. Yeah. What are all these texts on my phone? Oh, everybody's asking me to check the news.
But you're not gonna tell me what this is about yet.
Oh.
It's a surprise. We're ready.
Great.
For what?
For you to transform.
You're always the one telling me and everyone else that I need to limit my transformation.
No, this will offset that.
Is a life or death situation. Please, trust me. And stay within the sensors.
Yeah.
To see how it affects her, basically. To like calibrate the equipment or something.
Now change back.
Cells are approximately 24 hours younger than reference.
Yeah, tell me something I didn't know. What's that?
Lost time.
Oh, it's captured it?
A belt?
It's an advanced genomic engine, actually. It has to be close to you to work, so it had to be either a hat, a sash, or belt.
What does it do?
Put it on. The magic curse that is the source of your power has a bug in it. Transform back to your human state. It rebuilds you with an incorrect temporal offset, resulting in you getting younger each time you use your powers. Corrects that by making a digital copy of certain cells before you transform. Fools the curse into using that reference for your transformation back to human.
Whoa.
Okay, I like it.
Now back.
Strange.
Yeah, something was
Not
off
bad
about it.
strange, but
Different.
Yeah.
No de-aging detected.
Whoa.
Yeah, you can actually like grow up.
Yeah.
It worked. I thought maybe I'd Need to fine-tune the...
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not trying to fix you, Amanda. You're perfect, and if you don't wish to use this device, I'll never bring it up again.
Rudy.
No.
Yeah.
I'm so thankful. Yeah. There we go.
All right.
Success.
Things are so happy.
I was literally about to come find you.
Nice.
Dinner the other night. There was a thing between us. I don't want to say it was magical because magic scares the shit out of me, but half magical?
You know, a little.
Yeah,
Ah, I knew it. You felt it too.
but that's not why I'm here.
Oh. Damn it.
Okay. All right.
I'm quitting, Rex.
You're what?
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Hey, good job.
We never knew that our streets would change so fundamentally on this spot not so long ago.
Does everyone here hate Dad?
It's not.
Give me the microphone. Stephen Park, Amalsa here, Elizabeth Volpe, Dominique Bassett, Jessica, and Gretchen Duvall. These are just some of the 2,341 people who were murdered here. Invincible, your father may have fled, but I know you're here. Come and face Powerlex!
Let me handle this.
Eve's right. That man is disturbed. He'll only make things worse.
Yeah.
If you protect Invincible, you're as guilty as he is.
You're coming with me.
Yeah.
Give her more credit than that.
You need help, not a fight. And I figured out you get stronger when I hit you.
Just exhaust him.
She's just basically letting him
Just let it out. Yeah.
Unleash everything, which is kind of what he needs to do emotionally as well. Nice. Yeah. Just simple restraints. Yeah. We'll take it
You
from
guys
here.
can take it from here.
Yeah.
Where are you taking me?
Somewhere you can't hurt anyone else, Sparky. Hey, stop it. We'll make you stop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
And now
People
it's
are
gonna
get hurt
become
now. Yeah.
become a situation where a lot of people are gonna get hurt.
Yep. All right, so those 3 people are dead.
Here, in case you want to leave something.
I never really thought about all these people. I mean, I thought about them.
Right, but
Seeing the names, everyone here for the event, all this.
Yeah.
that's why it's done. Yeah.
So much more than I thought.
Right.
Yeah.
Shouldn't we really understand the consequences of what we do?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
That guy today.
Mark, he was unwell.
Because of what my dad and I did to someone he loved.
Yeah. Also, yes.
Yeah.
So, if he had hurt people here today, wouldn't that still be my fault?
Don't try and play that game.
Of all the times to quit, why did it have to be when we were just about to start dating?
You've joked 100 times about quitting, about
Yeah.
opening a bar.
Those are jokes, like you just said.
Were they?
Oh, sure. Let's quit being superheroes and just be nobodies.
We wouldn't be nobodies to us. I don't want to spend my last night here, cooped up in your room fighting. I'll miss this view.
You're asking me to throw my whole life away. You get that, right?
Think about what you want your life to be.
Right.
And maybe that it doesn't have to be just this until we both get killed. You got shot in the head. I spent months in the hospital after a lizard man tried to eat me.
Yeah.
I've done my part. Now I want to take a risk on something different. On me. Are you happy, Rex?
Am I happy?
No.
What does that even mean? I don't get to be happy. That's just the way it is.
You deserve better.
Dang.
Do you know what my last name is? My real last name. It's Sloan. The government changed it when they bought me from my parents. Then they erased everything else about me when they made me into this. Rexplode isn't some secret identity.
That's just
It
me.
is my identity. All I've ever had. If I give that up, I won't have anything left.
I don't think that's true.
Then I guess you don't know me as well as you think you do.
Oh, shit.
All right.
God, that sucks. Yeah.
Yeah. Hug it out. First kiss being a goodbye. Damn.
The GDA will be here any minute. I'm not gonna fight them, but you and Jack should go.
Oh.
This isn't over yet.
The bag's under her eyes.
Yeah.
Cecil would have my head if he knew about this.
Oh, okay.
I appreciate it, Donald.
This is everything we have on Powerlex. His real name is Scott Duvall. Until today, he was a researcher in one of our labs, which is how he got his hands on an experimental power storage technology. He lost his sister and niece in the Chicago incident. We raided his house an hour ago. Apparently, he's been tracking you for months.
Well, at least I know who was sending those orbs after me.
I'm afraid
No.
those weren't his.
No.
Yeah.
I know you've already done a lot, but
This is cool.
I'd like to meet
Yeah,
Scott.
I like this.
I don't want him hurting anyone else because of me.
He escaped as we were transporting him to Peyton Penitentiary.
What?
Don't worry, we'll have him back in custody before he can...
Our team's about to go.
Oh, no.
I tried to keep this between us, but I didn't think your cowardice would run so deep. So I took a page from your book.
Yeah.
I hope the life
They do
of
a
an
mock,
innocent
yeah.
woman is enough to motivate you. And if it's not,
Wow.
God, that's so fucked.
And that was their idea too.
Yeah. Uh huh.
I'm so sorry.
Careful. Go slow.
Right.
Remember, they have to believe I kidnapped you. It's the only way. All right,
To save them from it. Yeah.
I'll find you. Okay, just.
I mean, not just that, just to get him to actually.
Yeah.
You want me? Here I am. Just let them go.
Jessica Duvall. Do you know that name?
I know they were your sister and niece, Scott.
Yeah.
I know this is where they lived. And I know they were killed in Chicago along with so many other people when my dad and I fought here.
Damn. That's like the one thing you probably didn't want him to say.
I
Was
can't
like,
imagine what you went through. Or the pain you're feeling. And for that, I'm so sorry. But hurting other people won't bring your sister and niece back.
You don't get to lecture me about hurting people.
I know how your powers work. Why do you get to live when so many others died? What makes you so special? Stop.
And he's seen the footage of like his dad holding him in front of the tram and everything.
yeah.
So like there's no convincing him.
No.
Murdered my sister.
Stop doing this
You're
near.
gonna get them killed. You're the one who kills innocent people. I'm just making sure you can't ever do it again.
I'm warning you.
Or what? You'll kill me like you killed everyone
You
else?
could rip those things out of him actually. It would do minimal damage to him.
I'm sorry. I'm getting these people out of here. You okay? Did he hurt you?
You're a monster!
For the pain you've caused, for the lives you've taken, for everything.
He might fry the device in his head.
Oh! Yeah, you are actually like hurting him here, like. Yeah. Shit. Fuck. I had a feeling. Oh my god.
Oh, God.
fly up into the sky.
You just take it all.
We can't remove the discs without killing him.
Oh, wow.
Rehabilitation will be difficult.
You can't? Really?
Yeah, after, like...
I guess they're in his spine and stuff.
We'll make sure something like this never happens again.
It wasn't your fault. Could I get a moment alone with him?
Yeah.
I remember them. I didn't know their names before, but I remember them. Things changed for me after Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
All I could think of were the people I couldn't save. That made me bad at being able to save the ones I could. So I buried those feelings away. I think that was a mistake now.
Yeah.
I hope that's a comfort to you.
Nice.
My sister and niece are dead.
Mm-hmm.
My wife and child are dead. All because of you.
No.
And you think the fact that you remember them, that now you're sad about it, gives me comfort?
Not what I...
Sooner or later, I'll find my way free. And then I will find you.
You killed your wife and child.
Yeah.
And you have to live with that.
Yeah.
Mark,
He will.
been looking all over for you.
He will.
I thought you might want to talk.
Yeah. And also just lean on somebody.
Yeah.
What the hell is this thing?
Okay. Okay.
Not Cecil. Not anything like that, of course. Obviously. But, okay.
All right. All right.
Who is this?
So, yeah. Okay.
It
it's
is.
Engstrom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking like
It's some...
Mysterio or some shit.
Oh. 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 Oh.
This will do.
Oh, shit.
Fuck.
Oh, shit.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, no. Oh, this is bad.
This is real bad.
Oh, my
This is real
God.
bad. Well, this is one of my favorite episodes of the
Okay.
whole series.
Yeah,
This is incredible.
I really love this episode.
Yeah.
Giving us another follow-up on the whole, let's follow somebody who ends up becoming a villain in the traditional comic book sense. Because of the actions of the hero. It's a very classic story in that regard. But taking the full origin of it through this episode and having Mark exploring with the help of Oliver, kind of pushing it up to the front of like, but wait, why can't people move on from that, or at the very least count the good things that he did? And it's like, well, it does not matter. Those things happened. You can't erase that. These things that people do are who people are.
Right.
You are going
not
to
one
be
or the other.
judged by your actions, not how you feel about the actions, or how your intents match up with the actions, or what have you. It does not matter.
Oh no, that was me on an off day.
Yeah.
Great. Good for you.
Glad that you're gonna do better later, but no.
Right.
No.
And they didn't bring up the thing because I like, so the way that conversation was handled I really liked because one, Mark's struggling with it too, right?
Oh,
and he hasn't fully resolved it. So of course he's not going to have an answer. But
Well,
then
there's no real easy answer.
Sure. But then two, on top of that, he's a kid, right? So you're not going to try and go into all of the stuff of like, imagine if, Mom and I had been killed or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Like
about Oliver,
talking about Oliver, right? Because that's not necessarily going to be helpful for him, right?
Yeah.
But then we go from there to our villain of the week, and it was fantastic. I love it. Yeah. It's because when you're that angry, right? You're not going to be thinking about things, right? It's so easy to tunnel, right? The things that the coworkers brought up of like, okay, we don't have anyone else against the Viltrumites, or you literally and I like that they had this because they totally could have had it just be something where he didn't see all the stuff, so all he knows is they fought, he sees a brief bit or whatever, and so much, so many people died, right?
That was what was so powerful about the first scene of the episode, is that we see his limited perspective there.
Mhm.
He eventually gets into a job where he can then have all the context and everything.
He can see Omni-Man holding him in front of the subway and, him trying to, like, get away from it, right? But that still didn't change his mind, right? Like, and it's something where I could, if not for that, I could totally see this as being and it still would have been poignant,
Well, it is a tragedy.
Right, because it's still a tragedy, right?
It's still a tragedy.
No, if only you knew, right? Because, he can't see Invincible as also being a victim of the situation, like was, mentioned to him, because, well, this was so horrible, right? And because, you aren't needing to deal with any of this,
Right.
like any of the repercussions or, collateral, right, fallout in a way that I can see, then that must mean that you're not actually getting justice, right?
Right.
And to an extent, yeah, absolutely. Like the
Totally.
supers are 100% held to a different standard, right, than the rest of the world, especially when they're, currently working as supers.
Even if they shouldn't be from like a, I don't know, some
Sure.
kind of moral argument, because
Right.
like, no, you're still people. You're still making these choices. It's the kind of thing where Oliver, if you smash him against the burger thing, you won't be able to have burgers. No, you just smash them against someone else's car right there.
Yeah, there could have been someone in there. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you can do this in such a way where you'll be responsible. And that's why it's in some ways such a good kind of general plot line to have in stories that I think handle the superhero question a lot better than others. Like from a accessibility standpoint, The
Sure.
Incredibles I think is one of the best
yeah.
examples of this in our general like
Right.
cultural
You didn't
zeitgeist.
save my life, you ruined my death,
Right. It's you have no place to insert your like decisions, if you will, into other people's lives just because you have a lot of power.
Right.
That's a real slippery slope right there.
And that's even ignoring the other side of things where let's say that, okay, yeah, there actually should be a different set of rules because the regular rules just can't account for that. Yeah, Mr. Incredible jumps in front of the tram and stops it, but then, oh my God, everyone's necks are, like in the cuffs afterwards because they just hit,
Then whoever sanctioned Mr. Incredible being used to do that,
right, it's
should pay up for all the people that, didn't, have their lives ruined potentially after that.
Right, exactly. And if it's something of, okay, well, he saved their lives and stuff, and we still want him to do all of this, and yeah, what do we do when there's supervillains that then make there be things where you need someone like this to do this, right?
Sure.
Like, that opens up a whole list of questions. But one of the things that, this show repeatedly does is showcase that, one, there aren't a lot of supers, right?
Yeah.
So in so many ways, there is not the infrastructure for this society, right? The Guardians can all just be kidnapped all at once because someone had hatched a plan, right? And you just sort of got to deal with that, right?
Yep.
Cecil can't,
Exactly.
can't just incarcerate people forever because it's no, we need every person we can get. We're working in the dozens of people here for the whole planet. That's not enough, right? But, yeah, what do you say to the people then that are like, okay, but, even if he was maybe trying to save someone, right? If he accidentally kills them because it's a crazy situation or whatever, and, he doesn't know his own strength, squishy meat sack or whatever, like,
Well, we have literally things like this for war. When people do war crimes,
Yep.
should be held accountable for the things that they do, even if there's some kind of greater good or what have you.
Sure.
No, there's codes of conduct and also just general crimes. Like
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that, and that's one of those things where it's like, okay, yeah, maybe you should have a situation where then the supers live in like a different society where just their random actions aren't going to,
No, not even that. Just basically just have the city versus Invincible in that regard. Yes. Bring him to trial. Be like, let's do an investigation.
Yeah.
That would not be efficient use of government resources.
No.
But it would be probably the right thing to do.
Sure.
It would be at the very least one where what probably went down is that he went to the DA thinking, you'll take my case because you're probably a decent person.
Right.
At the very least. Now, you're going to an attorney expecting them to be a decent person, which I'm not going to slander all attorneys, but, you know.
Yeah. You had a best case scenario where the attorney is a decent person and there literally just wasn't anything they could do.
Yeah.
Right.
And also, while they could potentially do something, it would be more that you guys might get a settlement from the city. And not even really the city, from the federal government or whatever kind of level of comes to basically the defense of
effectively
Invincible in this regard.
Yeah, effectively someone in their employ, Omni-Man, just did this.
Right. But the equivalent, let's say the equivalent here is basically that some kind of foreign power, you know, attacked a city, basically.
Right.
You would have some kind of restitution, basically, for the people that were the victims of this stuff there.
Right.
And probably if there was something like that, it's still it doesn't give you the emotional closure because you can't have actual justice because the person
is still dead. Yeah.
No. The person that attacked you, the body, the foreign entity that attacked here, you can't actually mete out justice against them.
Sure.
It's not.
They're not here.
They're not here. But two, there's nothing that can be held to account in that regard any more than the being known as Nolan, what have you, is right. It doesn't mean anything. You don't then go to then the son and be like, you need to be held to account for the father's actions. No. That doesn't make sense in the slightest bit.
Right.
So if they then put out some, hey, this is what happened. This is, what we can do. It's again something that probably wouldn't be enough for this guy because he's not looking actually for restitution.
Yeah.
He wants somebody to basically unleash all of his pain and frustration onto because he lost people that he cares about. And that happens to people all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Really unfortunate, shitty circumstances like a bridge collapsing or like, things that showcase that there's a problem somewhere. But in terms of, a lawsuit being put out or someone...
Right. Sometimes a shitty thing happens and you can't really find someone to blame. Like, maybe you can, but that's not actually going to solve things for you. Like, what this dude needed was a shit ton of therapy. Right?
And that's why I saw it when he was, like, in the suit being like, and letting it out. It's like, oh, this is like a form of, like, it's like drama therapy. Like,
like literally if
he's reenacting if he was doing this.
If Invincible had just been like, had the foresight to be like, okay, let it out. There's people there. I'm not going to like attack him, and we're just gonna fly straight up into the sky, right? And it's like, all right, cool, let it all out, man. Right? Then hey, we could have had a potentially happy ending where then it's the, all right.
They cry together.
Yeah, exactly.
Like he hates this guy still. He hates Mark, but.
Yep. Because Mark did the best he could, like he tried to stop Omni-Man, right? But he just couldn't. He wasn't strong enough, right?
I loved the voice acting.
About
like this whole episode. I think that was probably the thing that still like I'm still getting rattled by. Aaron Paul was a very fun choice for Scott, but this this voice acting that he gave, this performance that he gave here was wonderful. But I loved also Mark's performance as well, and being able to communicate like from like the depths of who he is. Like I'm so sorry. Like I tried to move forward so that I could do what I need to do, and that was wrong. It's crazy.
And even then, like the whole thing of like, it's wrong. It's like, well, or maybe it's just that was what was needed for a time. But you can't leave it like that forever, right? But that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be enough for this guy, right? Because nothing would have been enough for this guy.
No, he was unwell. That is a very straightforward, direct summarization of what was going on here, and I liked that Eve brought that up. Now, the idea that Mark was able to confront him, I think, is a kindness to this guy. But after a certain point, someone basically seeking vengeance or justice with big air quotes,
right,
at any cost, starts to go into territory that, no, we're not going to treat you like a child here and give you like a candy bar because you're,
right,
giving you a pat on the head. It's the kind of thing where, yes, unfortunately, you're right. Invincible gets, unfortunately, yes, he gets a special bit of treatment here.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I loved that they brought up directly if someone broke into the Pentagon, smashed the place up, they would be,
dead or locked up forever.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's and we can't do that for him here, specifically because of how different this case is.
Right. And also something that they didn't bring up at the end, and I think that totally works because it would have distracted from, the impact of what we had.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's also the question of, as Invincible's fighting this guy, if he had just killed him, those other two people would have been alive.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
And it, is that a mistake on Invincible's part? Personally, I don't think so. Maybe not thinking to fly up into the sky with him, sure, but whatever.
Right.
But
it comes down to agency in this regard.
Yeah.
And there's a point where I think every person realizes that you have to take some measure of responsibility for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, there's things that
are outside of your control.
But not even to put it into a black and white instance of they're either outside of your control or they're completely inside of your control. But more than just like, no, there's just things that you're tangling with. And you are a person, but so is everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
They all have agency to some degree as well. And so if you're going to have your agency bump up against somebody else's, it doesn't then become your responsibility to make sure that your way goes the way it goes. Like
sure.
That just gets into some really fucked up, dark kind of stuff. And I think it's also wholly ignorant to then go, oh, you need to take full responsibility for everything in your life in that regard, because then it comes down to Mark being held responsible
for the actions of his father.
For the things that he didn't do.
Right.
Not the actions of his father. I'm talking about every single potential thing that you could have done.
Right.
Because I'm telling you, that kind of thinking is also going to lead you into some very dark, not helpful places.
I mean, just the whole idea of what Oliver mentioned of the lives balancing out and stuff. Once you go into theoreticals of I'm responsible for what I do or don't, or for the things that I could have done, then it goes into the whole thing of, okay, then killing people in order to save more people then makes sense, right? And then that's a whole messed up place to be in.
You're completely off base at that point. You're completely off in the weeds.
Yeah.
So I love that this character was used to force this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the tragedy of this show and its themes and the tone that it has allows for us to go to this place and for the story to continue because, in a sad way, the story here won't matter in a few episodes. Not really. And that's the sad tragedy of this. That's where this is lighthearted Watchmen, is that who watches over the ones that watch over us?
Right.
Nobody. And that's terrifying.
And guess what? There's about to be 15 alternate universe Marks here to cause mayhem.
I don't know why another Angstrom Levy has gathered them all together.
Mm-hmm.
The main thing that I see as a positive with this is that while some of them have Viltrumite garb on, more of them don't than the ones that do.
Sure.
And so what I think is going on here is that there's a bigger problem out here than just Angstrom Levy being crazy or what have you.
Sure.
And he's got now enough marks, basically, that he's either convinced or has them pointed at something that is some kind of great threat.
Sure.
And they're willing to work with him to deal with it. That's fun.
Yeah, Angstrom Levy in one context could be Earth's greatest ally.
Right.
Right. Fantastic. You have 15 Viltrumites to help defend against the Viltrumite Empire. Great. But also,
but also, oh shit, like
Yeah.
what requires 3, 6, 9, 12, 15? Yeah, what requires 15 marks to actually be assembled in this way? Probably not one mark.
Yeah.
Right.
Like you wouldn't even need 5.
No. So
yeah,
what are you doing?
What's
Angstrom?
your goal? And also, why are all of them like working with you? Because I could totally see some of them just being like, okay, this guy with his portal thing, we clearly need to keep a finger on the pulse of this because this is important. But like,
well,
you know,
also that there's weirdly enough, yeah, but also that there's the number is such a weirdly like too many and too few. This maybe is weird to say, but if he's a multiversal guy,
he could get way more.
Well, right, but he didn't. Meaning that of the multiverses, he's like, I'm done collecting.
Yeah.
And he stopped here, which feels weird. But then it also feels like he could have continued, meaning that the reason why he's bringing them all together was actually effective. Like,
right.
But he decided, no, I'm good. This is plenty. And it's like, wait. That limits the kinds of reasons as to what you're doing this for to like so many things.
To say nothing of the origins of this Angstrom Levy, because it's clearly not the other one that somehow survived, right? Because that one was very much dead, right? But then also that one was a mutation from the other ones. So then, why does this one still have the brain stuff?
Right. The problem that we're addressing here is like manyfold. Yeah, it's a multiversal problem.
Yeah.
And thus the answer is going to be a multiversal one as to why they're, all showing up and assembling.
Right.
If it's some kind of like the Viltrumites have been trying to replenish their number by grabbing alternate versions of themselves from other universes to replenish their numbers, and that's the only way that they're actually like able to hold on to things.
Now that I think about it, Angstrom is also totally busted for fighting the Viltrumites, not even for bringing people, but it's just cool, you're in a different universe. One Viltrumite taken care of forever.
Yeah. Once they brought him in the previous season, I was like, oh, we're jumping the shark. Like we're completely changing the story. Like you've or you have to be gotten rid of in such a complete and total way
exactly
that none of this can ever happen again, because otherwise we break the whole story.
So the fact that they're bringing him back is like, wait, what?
No. It's more that that was them saying, yeah, we jumped the shark. We're going to be dealing with time travel and multiversal stuff and all that, and that's normal. We're in full what I would call old school comic territory, where things are going to be absolutely buck-ass wild, ridiculous. And the answer for assembling 15 marks is something that's equally...
all right.
No, it's equally as wild. It's equally as crazy. It's the Nolans are assembling, so...
Right, exactly.
It's these are all the good marks that didn't side with Nolan, and these are all that he could get. And he's like, I'm tired of looking for another one that's good.
Right. Like that. Because
either the number and the people here and all that is arbitrary.
Right.
But the fact that he's stopping and it's not
Earth
like
is
after
either
1 or 2.
Right. Earth is either entirely screwed or something wild is going on, and Angstrom is very, very helpful.
And also then there's the other thing of just wait, how is Angstrom even doing this? We're either retconning what happened before, we're introducing another thing to where Angstrom just forgot about that other version of himself. Because, I went to every multiverse thing and grabbed every single one that, had powers. Or I was the only one that had powers, and I know this because I went to every single multiverse thing and knew that for sure.
More realistically, I'm the only one with powers. Watch, you'll probably believe that bullshit. Yeah, okay, and now let's keep going.
This is my problem with Angstrom in the story and stuff, is that you basically have a blank check for any kind of nonsense that you want.
How do we care about Nolan and Alan and everything right now? This just showed up and we don't really have any emotional attachment, and yet it's like, oh, okay, plot what? Like the infinite weight was put on one of the scales for like tension and impact, right?
Right, unless there's literally something so bonkers that we can't think of right now that's actually the reason why this is happening, what they're doing this for.
The
how
Viltrumite
it
Empire
was
is
done
about
at all.
to figure out how to make portals to other dimensions, and so we need to stop them, and this is going to be our task force to work with, you know.
Right, how did they find out about this armor? Well, we used portals to... Oh, well...
Okay, yeah.
So what you're saying is, Angstrom, is you should stop using your abilities. Oh,
I absolutely adored this episode. This little bit at the end, though, does have me a little worried.
Yeah.
And not in like the, oh no, this is going to be such a huge problem to deal with, like in universe, but like meta-wise out of universe.
Yeah. How do you make the story work?
Yeah.
If you're just going to keep doing this show. But yeah, otherwise, phenomenal episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and also, I love that effectively we got Aaron Paul doing a character, and the entire character was he can't keep getting away with this.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it worked
he
so
can't
well.
keep getting away with it.
Like that's
so
basically
true.
what it was.
That's true.
And
That's true.
yes, it's exactly what it needed. And thank you, because I really didn't want it to be something where it's like, Nolan comes back and he's sorry, you know, right? Like, no, we need this shit.
No, it's thematically relevant because Nolan could come back. Because we could end up having a Nolan Mark team up against Viltrumites, maybe.
Or against 15 other Marks, who knows?
Against, God, that's true.
Yeah.
This could just be an Angstrom that's bad that's like, I'm going to conquer the universe now. I have 15 Marks. Amazing.
Right. I want to see the bickering between the Marks. I want to see why these Marks actually are with him.
I would love...
Because I have beef with one of you that, don't buy it.
I don't buy it either. I also really think it would be funny to meet, like, the Marks and be like, one of them's clearly the leader.
I think it's the one with the mustache. The Viltrumite with the mustache.
No, see, for me, I'm getting big, like, why does one of them have a cape? And that's the
he's
only
really
one with
trying
the cape.
too hard.
That's
you know?
my point, is that he's got the big ego and everything.
Okay,
and thus, that's going to be the leader.
No capes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see. But y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about animated shows in general. And also be sure to check out our Twitch channel. See if anything that interests you. We'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.